You might have read that there's going to be a fare increase from 27 December 2025, but do you know that there's a reduction in something else as well? Watch on because you might pay less instead. So, let's look at the fare increase first before we look at other factors. For a start, there is a specific formula to calculate the fare increase. Since our public transport is now based on distance, the increase is based on distance. Like for adult fares, there's an increase of 9 cents for any distance up to 17.2 km or 10 cents for distance 17.3 km and above. But giving you the exact numbers will be so confusing that you might just click off and watch AI cat videos, so I'll just be summarizing everything. For an in-depth version, you can download the PDF I've left in the description. So, for adult fares using cashless payment, there will be an increase of 9 cents to 10 cents. If you are using a concession card, like a student card or senior card, there is no fare increase for short distances. For longer distances, it will increase by 3 cents to 4 cents. However, if you are paying by cash, the increase will be more. For adults, it will be an increase of 20 cents per ride. For seniors and persons with disabilities, it will be an increase of 10 cents per ride. For students, it will be an increase of 5 cents per ride. All the things I have mentioned are for normal public transport. The fare increase will be different for express buses, and this increase is relatively huge. For cashless payment for express bus rides, the increase is 49 cents to 50 cents. Concession card holders will see an increase of 20 cents to 24 cents. As for cash payment for express buses, it will be a uniform 60 cent increase. There's good news for people on monthly pass though. Instead of price increases, there are price decreases. Adult monthly pass will reduce by $6, while senior monthly pass will reduce by $3. People under Workfare will have their monthly pass reduced by $4, while persons with disabilities will reduce by $3. And as usual, to help defray the fare increases, the Ministry of Transport and the People's Association say the government will provide public transport vouchers worth $60 to each household with a monthly income of up to $1,800 a person. If you have received transport vouchers before, you'll know where to get them. Now, as we all cry for other crime mother, there are some interesting statistics. If you are looking to advertise your business in this channel, we can help you. There are guaranteed views and many big brands have trusted us. Just click on the link in the description. According to the Public Transport Council, when they do the fare review, they ensure that public transport remains accessible, affordable, and sustainable for everyone. I'm sure that's going to ruffle some people's feathers, so let's look at some interesting numbers. Apparently, back in 2015, based on the typical average public transport users, we spent 2.2% of our monthly income on public transport. In 2024, we spent 1.7% of our monthly income on public transport. Well, of course, back in 2015, Cassandra and Nicole did not grab to work every day, while in 2024, Cassandra, Nicole, Sandy, Jessica, and even Alicia grab to work every day. Who they? In addition, back in 2015, we all work in the office every weekday, while in 2024, it might be a tad different. So you can decide whether we do indeed reduce our public transport costs after 10 years. Now, why the fare increase? You see, every year, the Public Transport Council will do a fare review so that the fares will not be controlled by market forces. If not, our fares today might be 1 cent per ride or $100 per ride. And this is done in consultation with public transport operators like SMRT or SPS Transit. Needless to say, public transport operators will of course want to increase, and there's a maximum amount the fare can increase, which is based on some formula that even Albert Edison will cry upon seeing it. What you need to know is that for 2025, the maximum increase can only be 14.4%, and as expected, SMRT and SPS Transit asked for the maximum of a 14.4% increase. The PTC then set it at a 5% increase instead. You see, every year there is an adjustment. For example, last year, the increase was 6%. Now, note that these are adjustments, so there are years whereby the change is 0%, or even years with reduction. For example, in 2016, there was a reduction of 4.2% instead. So for 2026, you can actually still dream of a reduction. Although I have a suggestion, if you do indeed want a reduction, don't wake up! Now, what you might not know is that on 14 October, a new bill to penalize people who play loud TikTok videos in buses was passed too, which means we might finally be seeing enforcement actions in buses. To know why buses currently have no laws against noisy passengers, watch this. Also, follow me on Instagram if you have not done so, as we publish exclusive short videos there, link in description. And if you want to advertise with us, even as a standalone video, do contact us. Thank you for spending almost 4 minutes with me. I really appreciate it and hope you learned something.